Morning.
Morning.
You'll never make a typist, Mr. Petra. Why don't you get one of the girls to do that?
Well, as a matter of fact, it's not entirely Wentworth business.
It's private, you mean?
Well, semi-private. I'm applying for a job.
You're not leaving us.
I mightn't get the job.
Oh, well, it's not outside the prison service.
No, as a matter of fact, I'm applying for the governorship of Barnhurst.
Okay, White. You know the rules of the bar, don't you?
I know it's my only chance to get any cigarettes.
Right, then. That's it, ladies. Now, don't forget to fill out your forms before you go back to work.
I'll fill that in. After all, we might not like the same brand of fags.
Come in, dear. You must be Kevin Burns.
Yes, that's right.
Yes, well, sit down. I'm sorry to drag you away from work, but I couldn't speak to you on the telephone.
Yeah, well, look, is Doreen okay? She hasn't been injured or anything.
No, she's not injured.
Well, she's not sick.
Sit down, have a nice cup of
No,
tea.
look, I'm sorry, I didn't come here for a cup of tea. I came here because you said it was about Doreen and it was urgent.
Well, it is urgent. I want you to give your wife a good talking to. Do you know the silly girl wants to have an abortion? It seems I've dropped quite a bombshell.
Too right. I mean, I had no idea that Dor was pregnant. I didn't think, like... Oh, I mean, we only... Well, once.
I can see you're very fond of your wife, young man. And you'll love the baby just as much when it comes. It would be a crime for Doreen to have an abortion.
Oh, she won't, There's no way we're going to get rid of it.
That's the spirit. And I want you to make your feelings clear to your wife, young man.
Oh, well, I mean, she only said that because I said I didn't want to have a family just yet. Look, do you think I could see her now?
Of course. If you wait in the garden, I'll send her out directly.
Can't wait to see her. Geez, a baby, eh? I can't believe it.
Slow down, will you, Brabham? I've got to keep fit now that I know Josie's going to be all right. You know what I'm going to do when I get out of here? Hit the bottle. God, no. I'm going to buy Josie a bike so she can ride to school. I bet she's never done that before, poor little pet, not with a gammy leg. Her and me, we're going to do all sorts of things when I get out of here. What? You two are going to go bike riding together? Hey, they don't ride penny farthings anymore, Oh, God, I hope not. But she'll look sweet as she works her beat on a bicycle built for two.
Geez, I wish something good had happened to me for a change.
Don't worry, love. As soon as you've had that abortion, everything will change.
Yeah, but I mightn't get it. Not the way Agnes feels about it.
It's got nothing to do with her. She can't stop you.
Yeah, but you mightn't do anything about it until it's too late.
Listen, that old bag hasn't organised something by tomorrow. You go straight to the governor.
Maybe I ought to tell Kevin.
Look, love, we've been through this before. OK, he might stand by you, but you can't bank on it. It's best if you look after this yourself.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And for God's sake, stop looking like it's the end of the world, will you?
Doreen, you've got a visitor.
Well, who is it, Mrs. Jackson?
Your husband. Well, what's wrong?
Well, I had a visit from him yesterday.
Well, that's all right. Miss Forster arranged it.
Ah, she got off a bum at last. Don't tell me Forster did something useful for a change.
That's enough, Smith. Come along, Doreen.
Go on, love. You stick to our plan. Nothing can go wrong.
All right, Butchie, don't be impatient.
Miss Forster?
Oh, Mrs. Davidson, won't be a moment. Come in, dear. Now, what do we owe the pleasure of this visit?
It's about Doreen Burns. I see you've allowed her a second visit this week. Is there any special reason for this?
Oh, yes, dear. Poor little Doreen is pregnant. And you know what? The silly girl wanted to have an abortion. So I brought Kevin in to persuade her against such an evil act.
Oh, I see.
Well, that's what I'm here for, surely. Do you care for some tea?
No, thank you. I have a great deal of work to do, as I'm sure you have.
Oh, no, I'm not too pushed at the moment now that I've solved Doreen's little problem.
What about the other women? Now that the factory project has been abandoned, we need to look at other rehabilitation programs. I thought you might have some ideas.
Oh, no. I've been far too busy settling in here, but I'm sure something will come to mind.
Well, the need for alternative projects is rather urgent.
Yes, I understand. Now, is there anything else?
I believe you've seen Kay White.
Oh, yes, poor girl. A dreadful affliction. Compulsive gambling.
We'll be discussing Kay at our next classification meeting, so if you have any ideas, perhaps you could jot them down, or we could go over them then.
Good. I'm sure I could be quite useful there.
Well, I'll be expecting you in my office at 5:30 tomorrow with the other staff.
I'll be there. Oh, Butchie, he just loves that tin food.
Hello.
Hi.
Well?
Well, what?
Well, haven't you got something to tell me?
What do you mean? I thought I told you everything yesterday.
No, you didn't tell me about the baby, Doreen.
How do you know about that?
I thought women were supposed to tell their husbands first. But no, you have to go blabbing off to the social worker.
Well, she shouldn't have told you, the rotten old bitch.
Yeah, well, why didn't you tell me, Dor?
Well, I tried to tell you yesterday.
When I first heard about it, I was excited. I was going to be a father. I started thinking about the future, what I was going to do with the business. It'll all be his one day, and then Miss Forster tells me that you want to get rid of it. Why?
Well, you said you didn't want to start a family.
No, I
yet.
said I didn't want to plan a family, but, well, now that's happened. It's terrific.
No, Kevin, I'm not having it.
Dor, I said it's all right. Why?
Mrs. Jackson, can I go in now?
Hey, no. Now, Dor, we've got to talk about this. It's my kid too,
No, Kevin, it isn't.
Yeah, well, I don't suppose one more surprise is going to hurt me, so whose is it then?
Can't we just forget about it?
No, we can't. I'm supposed to be your husband, or maybe you forgot about that. I suppose anything in pants would do.
Kevin!
Yeah, that's right, I'm a slut. I'll screw around with anybody. That's what you think, don't you?
Yeah, well, what am I supposed to think if it's not my kid?
I was raped.
Who?
Doreen, we've got to know.
I suppose all the girls in here are fair game. First is Blimmin' Stewart, and now this.
Oh, no, it wasn't anybody in here. It was Vince Talbot.
What do you mean? Who's Talbot?
He worked at the factory. Why didn't you tell somebody then?
Well, you're going to tell somebody now, because we're going to go to the police.
No, Kevin, I
Doreen,
can't.
we're going, I know you don't think it'll do any good, but it will. Like, rape's a crime. I reckon this is the first time you're going to get a chance to show that somebody's done the wrong thing by you. Well, that's only fair, isn't it?
I think she's had enough, Kevin.
All she's been through. Well, I'm going to see Mrs. Davidson, then I'm going straight to the police. I'm only doing it because I love you.
And it's Fearless Light coming to the turn around the bend in front. Brutus coming to within a half length, and then there's a long gap to the rest into the straight now. And Brutus driving hard on the outside
Come on,
after
Brutus.
Fearless Light. It's Brutus on the outside going a shade the better. And Brutus got up to win by a head. Fearless Light in
Good
second place.
boy.
Jackie.
Pity you didn't back him.
You again.
Book's open now if you're interested.
Huh?
Thought you'd jump at the chance. Oh, that's right. Bea cleaned you out, didn't she? Shame. Sherry's blessing in the third sounds like a good thing.
She's only running at 7 to 1.
I make the odds around here.
Just as a matter of interest. What are you offering?
Oh, 10 to 1. Could go 13s. Still, if you're broke, I suppose knowing how good the odds are, it only upsets you. Hey, easy.
All right. $5 on Sherry's blessing at 13 to 1.
I thought you were broke. Where did that come from?
Oh, I've been saving it for a rainy day. Well, you're not backing down, are you? Funny. I never thought of you as a piker.
Now they're moving to the line for the third event at Kyneton.
Where is she? She's been out for half an hour.
Oh, she'll be all right. Don't worry.
As long as she doesn't spill the beans about the baby.
She wouldn't do that. Kev's a nice young bloke, but don't think he'd take to that.
You know, in a way, it's a lucky thing he doesn't want to start a family so soon. Otherwise, poor Doreen would have to live with a lie for the rest of her life. What's wrong, love?
She told